Hey guys, last night I sat through a very old movie. Now, what I consider old is an 80s, 70s, or 60s movie. This one firmly is in the start of the 70s, and that is the Poseidon Adventure. I have to be very specific because it's like three different versions of that movie. I'm referring to the original with Gary, with Gene Hackman. Now, this particular movie is well done for a older style movie that didn't have all of the special effects that you would have seen in the Poseidon or just Poseidon. The basic story is a ship called the SSS Poseidon is going on a Christmas New Year's voyage. They don't actually say where they started and when they're about to finish. We just know that it's a Christmas/New Year cruise. And on New Year's Eve, I would say at least 6-foot wave comes over the ship and turns it upside down. A small group of survivors try to get their way out of the ship. That's the base, that's the bare bones story. This was actually, if you look on IMDb, this was actually filmed in sequence. So Gene and all the other actors could destroy their costumes and get grubbied up as their characters would get grubby and dirty and torn. So it was done very much in sequence, which I don't think a lot of movies actually do. So it's a unique one in that. I think this is so well done that I've gone back to this movie a number of times since Disney Plus was released here in Australia. Yes, it is on the Disney Plus app or website. If you like an older movie that doesn't have a lot of explosions, but you do like a good character study, I think this is probably a good one to find. But when you look at Poseidon, I've seen Poseidon. That one has a lot more action. This one's a bit more on character. So you get to, when the characters go through their trials, you feel like you're going through X, Y, and Z along with them. You feel their pain, you feel their hurt, you feel their joy when they get through X, Y, and Z. That's the type of movies I like, that aren't so action driven but character driven. This is definitely one of them. And it's not necessarily night and day. We look at Poseidon Adventure and Poseidon, but you can definitely tell they took the essence of Poseidon Adventure and just remade it, which is very different to House of Wax's remake, which came out around the same time. They just took the bare bones people getting waxed idea with, I'm comparing them more automatic already, but when you look at Poseidon, they took the idea of a wave hit boat survivors try to survive idea, and definitely kept the essence. They kept the main story intact, but just made it modern, which is completely different to House of Wax's remake. That just felt like they just took the bones and remade it. This one, they felt like they took the bones and the idea behind it and just remade it. The remake, now that I'm talking about the remake, has a lot higher caliber of stars. There's a few, like, you know, Gene is in this, and the father from Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, the granddad, is also in this. They're the two big stars, and then there's I would say a cameo by Leslie Nielsen from the pretty much Mr. Magoo movie. The remake has Scott Lucas, who I specifically know from his work as the Man from Snow River, the TV series. You have Rami, I can never pronounce her surname, but Rami is known mainly now for her work on Shameless. I know her from Beautiful Creatures, and the actor who plays the dad is Kurt Russell. Need I say more? So that one definitely took the bones of the idea, and I feel like there's the groups also are very different. In the original, it is a priest that leads them. In this one, it's an ex-mayor / fiery that is the lead, which is Kurt Russell's character. So he has a little bit more of a survival instinct about him because of his fiery training. Works so well for the remake. With the original, it's very much as you go approach. So there's no like they're very much making it up as they go along. With the remake, it's because of that fire training, he knows how to survive a little bit better. So, but the story is almost identical when you look at it that way. Now, if you've seen the Poseidon Adventure or Poseidon, please write it down in the comment section below.
Don't you forget that mini TV series.
Oh yeah, Hallmark did do a two-part mini-series also with the same concept. Thank you for reminding me, Wendy.
No, actually, it's not the same concept. This one's bombing.
Yeah, there was a Hallmark, but the reason for the toppling was different. It actually came out a year before the the remake was out. That one was a bomb. So it was a little bit different in concept, but the outcome is very similar. So I particularly don't like the Hallmark version of Poseidon. I almost consider that a non-remake, which is really weird for me because I tend to... That has only two recognizable actors in it. Steve Guttenberg from, I would say, his work as part of the Three Men or the Police Academy franchise. And you have Australian Brian Brown, who most of Americans would know him from his work on Cocktail with Tom Cruise. So, thank you for that reminder, Wendy. Yeah, if I had to pick one that you should go and hunt, I would probably take out the Hallmark version and just stick with Poseidon Adventure or Poseidon. So if you like a character-driven story, go with the adventure. If you like an action character study, I would probably go with the Poseidon. So, as I was about to say, have you seen one of these 3 movies, please write it down in the comment section below. Please let me know. And I would like to do a horror, since we are coming up to October, a horror series. And I already have a few ideas lined up. And I know I have to rent. You'll just have to find out in October. And I shall see you very soon. Ciao.